All right, hello everyone. Gary Ryan here for the Fed League Flash. Take two. Uh, still getting used to things, still getting things hammered out, and so we're gonna just go with the flow here. All right, so we got the board. 5 games on the docket last night. A relatively full schedule, of course. Elmira, after their Thursday night win, gets the rest of the weekend off to rest and recoup and come back stronger next time. So we start off the games, and we're just going in chronological order as far as when the game started. I marked the attendance numbers in green in the middle. Attendance numbers are not great in October for the Fed. Never have been, probably never will be. You'll see these attendance numbers start to improve when you get into mid to late November. Nice numbers for Baton Rouge, though, again. So, nice debut down there. All right, first game up Blue Ridge, Binghamton. Notes. All right, the Binghamton Black Bears end up defending their home turf with a 9-5 Wild West shootout against the Watertown Wolves. Theme for this game was defense is optional. Wow. Okay, so Binghamton seems to have found themselves a first line that they've been looking for. The combination of Brendan Stanko, Nikita Ivashkin, and Connor Smith accounted for 5 goals and 13 points. Um, so Pavlov, not to be outdone, puts up a goal and 2 assists himself for the Wolves. Pavlov was one of the signees this week and ended up to be a really, really good one. So, yeah, this was a game of momentum swings. Binghamton scored the first 2 goals very quickly, and Eli Bouchard, who started for the Wolves, just kind of looked shell shocked. So Verbeek pulls him after saving 5 of 7. In comes Josh Rosenzweig. No, Travis Ridgen, did not dress for this game. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right, so Rosenzweig came in, played okay at moments, 29 for 36. And Sam Levecki in the win, 30 for 35. Not great optics. But again, both defenses really hung the goaltenders out to dry in this game. There just wasn't much going on the back end. Now, Binghamton did have 3 power play goals. Their power play unit has finally come to life after an 0 for 17 start. But Watertown just seemed to run out of gas in this game. You had Binghamton scoring the first 2 goals. Watertown storms back, takes 3 in a row, so they're up. Teams exchange goals, and then you get to late in the third period, and Binghamton starts their 6-goal onslaught. And Watertown just seemed to kind of say, okay, we've had enough. So it was just it was very sloppy. Yeah, again, very wide open style. No defense to speak of, and I don't know. I'm old fashioned. Give me a good 4-2 game. That's just me though, and I mean, yeah, I know, lots of goals, gets the fans excited. So, so the Binghamton crowd went home happy. So that's the story at the end of the day. So speaking of shootouts, we go to another one where Port Huron ends up with a 7-6 squeaker against Mississippi. Again, a lot of swings here. Mississippi almost came back, and Mississippi's got one of the most potent offenses in the league. And so Port Huron decided make hay early, and it's a good thing it did. Scored the first 3 goals. Mississippi storms back, scores the next 3 in a row, and then Port Huron goes for 4. Mississippi comes back 3, but runs out of time. Power play goals. Lots of power play goals. 5 for Port Huron. That's a double-edged sword. They they get themselves into penalty trouble often. Not this game, and then they end up losing because of being shorthanded. But this time, Port Huron decided to take advantage of their special teams expertise, scoring 5 power play goals. Meanwhile, Mississippi scored a shorty, and they also had 2 power play goals. Um, so Yanni Oleriakos continues to show that he is one of the best playmakers in the FPHL. Puts up another 4 assists. You have Hugo Koch. He's been the big surprise find. Um, One of the players that's just lighting it up. Brand new player to the Fed, and he's playing great. Another 2 goals and an assist for the Hugo Boss, as everybody's starting to call him. So yeah. Meanwhile, Phil Bushbacker, he's played a long time in a lot of different leagues. Comes to the Fed, joins the Prowlers, puts up 2 goals. Good on him. As does Tristan Sim, who surprised everyone in camp and made the team, and he contributed 2 goals. Joe Shepard takes the loss, 31 of 38 in saves, and Ian Wallace goes 31 for 37 for his first win of the season. All right, game of the night. A lot of hype going into this game. It's the rematch of the Cup final. Last time Carolina traveled to Danbury, they were on the short end of a an overtime loss in the Cup finals. So Carolina came back in last night, said we've got some unfinished business, even though it's a new year. Everything's wiped clean on the slate. We're going to start off right. Comes away with a 4-2 comeback victory. Very nice game. All goals scored 5-on-5. So yeah, it was a very clean game. Not really much to speak of as far as special teams activity. But anyway, with the Thunderbirds, they were down 2-1. Danbury ends up taking the lead thanks to Sam Dabrowski. New find by Billy McCreary, and he had himself a really great game, a goal and an assist. Jared Yao was the other goal scorer. So Danbury had this game firmly in hand, up 2-1, so it seemed. Up 2-1, going into the third, and then some old familiar faces decided to take control of the game for the Thunderbirds. First, Jan Salak, he scores, and then Gus Ford puts in 2 in a 2-minute 40-second span. And so, yeah, Ford back up to his old tricks. Of course, Ford is the reigning MVP from last year, leading scorer, and he has himself 2 games in the Thunderbirds season opener. Yeah, I know it's late, and they're just playing their season opener, but so goes the Fed. Kevin Lake made his debut for the Hat Tricks in goal, coming out of Hamline University. Played very well, saving 39. I know not the outcome that he was hoping for, but he played very well. It's a good debut, even though he got the L. So it's something to build off of. And I think him and Connor McCollum are going to make a very good tandem in Danbury. So yeah, it's sad to see Frankie go, but yeah, Danbury's going to be okay. For Carolina, Mario Cavalier answered all the doubters, said, "Yes, I'm healthy. Yes, I'm good. Yes, I'm good." Stops 20 of 22, makes the saves that he needed to make, and gets the win for Thunderbirds. And then we have a great story. Blue Ridge Bobcats get their first win of the year, a 5-4 shootout win over the Motor City Rockers. And so, yeah, first win in Bobcats history. And Motor City, again, this is a trend for them. Third straight game. They start off, kind of behind the 8 ball, get themselves in the hole, storm back, take control of the game, and this time it just slipped away. So this is Motor City's first loss of the year, but they still get a point. So Jacob Wolf, Wow. Yeah, he's one of my favorite players in the Fed, and he doesn't get a lot of goals. He doesn't get a lot of assists until this year. He's added scoring to his game. Wolf just does, all the little things really, really well, and that's why I like him because he's, one of those nitty gritty players. And suddenly he's found his scoring touch. He's got 3 goals and 3 assists on the year. Had another goal and assist last night. Anyway, good on Wolf. Uh, Vladislav, he also has 2 goals for the Bobcats in the comeback. Both of those coming in the third period when Motor City was up 4-2. Um, so yeah, you had again swings. Blue Ridge gets the first 2 goals. Motor City takes the next 4. Blue Ridge gets the next 2 to send it to overtime. Wolf and Hall had scored in the first for the Bobcats, and then you had a newcomer Pavel Svintsov, who Svintsov. That's a mouthful. Uh, 2 goals in a great performance with the Rockers. He was again a tryout guy in camp and proved he belonged with the team, made the team, and here he is. Goals also coming from Roman Gaudet and Jonathan Giuliano. KG veteran finds the back of the net. So it was 4-2, and then Vladisov ends up saying, "Nope, I got this." Takes the team into overtime. Pavlas closes the door. The defense played great for the Bobcats, only allowing 5 shots in the third period to the Rockers. And then in overtime, Jacob Wolf scores in the shootout, rather. And then newcomer, 4-game PTO guy, Josh Newberg, who tried out with the Wolves, he ends up okay, that's it. We're done. So, Trevor Babin saves 22 of 26, and Pavlas 31 of 35 for the first win of his time with the Bobcats. Final game, I'm running out of time. Columbus, this was an expected outcome. 5-2 victory in Baton Rouge. Great crowd, 3496, and they were loud. They were into it. Marquise Grant Mentis scores 5 minutes in, gets the crowd pumped up. There's a video out there, man, those fans were loud. They were into it. Comeback started though. Columbus just took control. They end up getting 2 goals from Austin Doe. J Mac, he's back. Justin McDonald scores a goal, as does Carson Andrioli and Kyle Moore. Parker Mescal got himself a goal to bring Baton Rouge to within 3-2, about halfway in. But it was just too much River Dragons today. I mean, again, River Dragons, they're my early pick to win it all this year. They come away with a 5-2 win. So in goal, it is, where was my notes? Tyler Roy, he gets his first debut win and saving 31 of 33. And as expected, Greg Hussey got the start for the Zydeco. He got peppered, but he did save 46. So, he's back in midseason form. Pietrantonio, Josh, he shows he can still play, puts up 3 assists. So there we go. Now, quickly, we look to the standings, and as you can see, I kind of did this very quickly. Points in orange there. So, yeah, it's a very young season. You have wins, losses, overtime losses. You have the goal differential on the side, and this is what things look like early on. All right, so tonight we have 5 rematches. Now, in order, we've got the Bobcats starting in Motor City at 6:05. Carolina and Danbury, that'll be 7 o'clock. Mississippi versus Port Huron at 7:05. The Black Bears versus the Wolves in Watertown, back end of a home and home, 7:35. I'm sorry, 7:30. And Columbus takes on Baton Rouge, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. I did it. It's 15 minutes. I'm Gary Ryan for the Fed the League Flash. Like, subscribe, etc., etc., etc. Bye.